How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Three Dudes on a Sofa. And in this episode, we're talking about childhood movies. So movies that we grew up watching, that we always used to watch time and time again, and we loved. And so then if we watch it nowadays, it just takes us back to, obviously, those times. So we'll start with Interghost.
I just happen to be wearing my first one.
Oh, classic.
Goonies.
Can you see it? Can you see that?
Do you know what it is yet? Do you know what it is?
Get it in the lights.
Goonies.
Yes.
Classic childhood movie. I think it's because you were the same age as the characters in the film, so you could relate to going on an adventure, and it did the sort of thing which you would really love to happen. You know, like if you went to a cave, if I had a pirate,
going on like an adventure with your mates.
Yeah, like a proper. It wasn't sort of fantasy, was it? It was like you could imagine you could do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like ghosts or
No.
It was like just, you know, a buried treasure, really. So yeah, and it just had classic characters, and it's one of those films that I've just watched.
Who was your favourite out of the bunch of misfits?
I don't know. I liked them all really. Probably Mikey because he's in charge. But yeah, you know, everyone loves Chunk.
Yeah.
Loves his truffle shuffle.
Truffle shuffle.
First you gotta do the truffle shuffle.
So one of my favourite films, Data. Yeah. With his little
Double O negative.
Pinches of the power.
with his little thing. Where it comes out on like a spring.
Yeah.
It's a little teeth, isn't it? Like false teeth.
Yeah, and it has right. Yeah.
Hey guys, I've been saved by the pincers of power.
The pincers of power.
You guys, I've been saved by my pinchers of power.
Phony blinders.
It was just funny because it worked, and
Movie tricks.
At the end of the film, his dad's got one with the camera on, hasn't it?
Nice one, Daddy. No fun.
Nice one.
I like the
sloth.
Hey
you guys.
And obviously, being a musician, I like the bit where they have to play like that organ. They have to play the right notes for the door to open. And so yeah. And then she's like, "Come on, you can do this!" And she's like having to try and really focus. Yeah.
All about One-Eyed Willie.
It's a great film.
With a very young Josh Brolin as well, weren't it?
that?
He played Mikey's older brother.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
I can't remember his name. And they do either tie him. Yeah, Brad. That's it. Yeah, they tie him up, don't they, with his like weightlifting thing.
Yeah, it's stretchy thing.
Yeah, stretcher thing.
And they've teased a sequel for years and stuff, haven't they?
It's actually quite rude, that film. If you go back and watch it now,
Yeah.
there's bits in it you think it's not really. It's a bit sort of
Like where they knock the dick off the
Yeah.
statue and he sticks it back up the other way around, don't he, and stuff like that.
they swear in it.
It's of its time as well, isn't it?
Yeah, one that I remembered, which I don't know if these guys will remember it or not, but it was a film called The Sandlot.
Yeah, I didn't.
The Sandlot.
It's not like Sandlot Kids.
Well, yeah, all the Sandlot kids.
Oh right, I never watched it, but I've like seen trailers.
Yeah, so it's about a group of kids that basically all come together over one summer.
Yeah.
And they've got like a love of for like baseball, and obviously like when you hit the ball, like you lose your baseballs and stuff like that, and they run out of baseballs and stuff like that. So one kid nicks his dad's Babe Ruth signed one, and it goes over a garden with the fabled beast, which is like a massive dog, but they imagine it to be like a massive monster, and it's all about getting this baseball back and then bonding over this course of this one. But at the end of the film, they like grow up and they don't hang around with each other and stuff. That I mean, so it's like really nice.
That sounds very similar to another film I was going to say.
Yeah.
Stand By Me.
I knew you were going to say that as well.
It's the same thing, isn't it? Where they go on a adventure, they bond, and then they get older and they all split up. And
and it's quite sad. Yeah.
So yeah, that would be one for me. The Sandlot I used to watch like quite a lot, but it's like obviously it's a funny movie because of like the adventure of them trying to get basically just about getting a baseball back from like this garden really and stuff like that.
It rings a bell the more you talk about it.
Yeah, the adventures that they go on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool film. But it's one of those where if you haven't seen it, you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I recommend like watching it. So yeah, I grew up with that film. Great film.
There's one that I had on VHS back in the day, and just remember watching it around my grandma's and with my brother and that when we were kids, and it was just funny. And like back in the day, you'd watch it and you'd be like, oh, it's such a good film, and then you look back on it now and you're like, such a good film. And it's a film called Mac and Me, and it's like it was like almost like an E.T. kind of like rip-off in a way, but yeah. And it's just about this like really kind of like. You guys
Imagine E.T. mixed with a pencil sharpener.
Yeah. And there's this famous scene where the kid in the wheelchair, he loses control of it. Eric loses control of it, and the wheelchair literally flies into the river.
It's proper. That's an infamous
into the lake. Yeah.
Scene that.
And then she's like, Eric, and then you see him literally. Just jumps in.
It's like one of those films now though that it's so bad it's good.
But it is good because
like,
it's nostalgic as well.
We said in the past, didn't we, that we used to all think it was a really good film when we was younger. Now you watch it now, you're like, how did you think that was a good film?
And I just remember that scene where they're in the fast food restaurant and they're just all dancing.
It's McDonald's, isn't it?
That's it.
It's like a product placement for McDonald's, isn't it?
And they're all dancing in the restaurant on the tables and that, and you're like, why?
Why? Yeah, it's like it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's not a musical film. Or
No.
It has like a musical number in it.
Yeah.
It just comes out of nowhere.
And
then
what happens at
the end,
I'll be back.
They blow a bubble.
I'll be back.
Fuck
And then-
off.
He doesn't. That's spoiler alert.
They
He doesn't.
yeah, they
Don't come back.
They never made a sequel, did they?
No, they didn't. And
You lied to me, Mac.
but then if E.T. didn't come
Do
out,
you reckon the second one would be called Mac and Cheese?
would you think different?
What?
Mac and Cheese.
Mac and Cheese the sequel. Apple Mac.
I remember watching a film. I don't know if you ever watched it, called Once Upon a Forest. Which was like, it was like 1993, it was like an animated film. It was all about a toxic spillage in this forest that endangers the life of this badger, and like these other three woodland creatures have to go and find a cure for it and like basically save her life. There's like a mouse, a
Sounds
mole,
like
and
animals of farm would.
kind of, yeah, it was like a mouse, a mole, and like or a hedgehog, and they all go like trying to find the cure, and because the humans are taking over, basically trying to destroy their natural habitat, and they've got to go and find a cure, sort of thing. So it's like Animals of Fighting Wood. I just remember watching that, and it's quite a heartfelt film with the music and stuff as well.
So that reminds me of Fern Gully.
Yeah, fun
Yeah.
With the is that the fairies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they've got to
And the
like
toxic thing comes to destroy them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a similar kind of story to Once Upon a Forest.
they're
Yeah.
basically trying to save the rainforest, and it's like a message about cutting down the trees and stuff like that, destroying habitats and stuff like that, innit?
Yeah.
Because I always thought that was Disney, but it's not a Disney
No,
film,
it's
is
not,
it? No. But Fern Gully, I have a specific memory of that as well. That the VHS was given to my mum at work, and it had like a sticker book, like a little sticker book in it at the back. And I used to have like Fern Gully stickers like on like stuck over my
You're
bedroom.
proper radical, you were.
Yeah.
I think that's like the first video my sister ever got.
What, really? Fern Gully?
Yeah. So I
They did
remember her
a
watching
sequel,
it
didn't
over and over and over.
They did a sequel as well. I
Yeah.
think. But I've never seen the sequel, but
I remember watching like Casper as well. Not just the animated cartoon, but obviously the
the
main
Christina Ricci
Christina
one.
Ricci,
Yeah.
the main film.
It's not that bad. I've watched that recently. It's alright.
Yeah,
It's not aging that.
hold
It's
on.
not aging that badly, really, is it? And the music to that's awesome as well.
Yeah.
She brought an ISO. Christina Ricci, didn't she?
Yeah.
And Toy Story as well. The original Toy Story. The first
Yeah,
one,
Toy Story.
back in the day.
You forget, I forget how old that film is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But the aliens.
I don't think I was a child when that came
No, I was probably like a young teenager.
The Claw.
Because when did it come out? About 96?
No, was it? No, was it? Was it? 96? I thought it was that. Sorry. I thought it was earlier than that.
Really?
Slightly. Was it like 93 or something?
Really? That is interesting. I don't think it was.
I'll check it later and then we're like,
it's
damn
later-
it!
Later than that.
I think it was like mid-90s.
Oh, okay.
Like 95, 96
My bad.
or something
I'll check
like
it
that.
later and be like, "Argh."
You lot can correct us in the
Yeah, just say Dan's talking crap.
My
Yeah.
next video.
Next
Movie.
movie.
Labyrinth.
Yes.
Oh,
Bit of Bowie.
Yeah.
it's
But
great.
you know, it was originally meant to be Michael Jackson. playing-
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
playing
And
the,
oh
Yes.
no, that would be so
and
wrong now, wouldn't
he
it?
had to go and do. I was just channeling him then.
Channeling the accent.
No, it's like, yeah, apparently he was going to play the part and then he got a part in something else and he went to do that instead.
So it wasn't because, like, it was just because they found Baron, he was better in competition. Jackson could have done it if he'd said yes.
Yeah, he would have done it, yeah.
You'll be mine. Imagine if Michael Jackson.
This baby's mine.
Moonwalk.
No.
Moonwalks back to the labyrinth.
Moonwalks back to the labyrinth. Oh no! You imagine the song that they sing in it as well, if he was singing it.
Oh yeah.
Dance, dance.
Kicking the goblins out of the castle.
You do!
Your mum and the babe. What babe?
Yeah, but classic.
And also, I love the story that you showed us as well online about they found the Hoggle puppet. Years later
in somebody's suitcase.
That's
for
it.
years, and it's all
totally
falling apart. It's
deteriorating.
just like the metal inside.
And if you see the picture of it, it's like
It's like something out of a horror film, isn't it?
how it looks now.
Yeah.
It's scary how things just generally, change.
It's like if I was making a horror film, I'd try and
Get him.
Yeah, and you
Still
like
talking the
reuse
same.
it and stuff. Yeah.
It looks like something out of Five Nights at Freddy, doesn't it?
Yeah, proper like
those
deformed and
Well, if we've talked about Mac and Me, we can't talk about Mac and Me without talking about E.T.
I mentioned it briefly, but yeah.
But yeah, so E.T. obviously, I think everybody's seen E.T.
I have seen it like at least 4 times.
No, if he'd have just phoned home at the start though, he'd have
been alright.
He'd been alright, wouldn't
It'd
You
be
have to
fine.
make it first.
Oh yeah, you had to make the phone,
It
didn't
was
you?
just a normal phone. Hello.
What did you make the phone out of? Was it like
Speaking spell. And
What?
a record player. And
Oh yeah,
a circular saw disc.
yeah, that was it. Didn't it?
I love it when the closet door just kind of flies open and he's in there. He's standing there just
Have you seen like the updated version where they put CGI?
Out the guns.
No,
And
yeah,
they put like walkie-talkies.
yeah, but they've actually added scenes in of ET like running and stuff because they couldn't do that. in the
Oh,
original,
right,
because It's
yeah.
all just waddled about.
No.
But you see him actually running through the woods and jumping around and stuff.
Oh no, I've not seen that.
Yeah.
No, I've not seen.
And
To be
they've put more expression on his face because apparently they couldn't do much with the puppet.
Yeah.
But now they with
So they've just
CGI.
literally just remastered it,
Yeah,
basically.
remastered it. They just added
Oh
stuff.
wait a
over it.
minute, did Lucas have an hand in?
Might have, yeah.
Is it going to say is E.T. part of like a Lucas thing?
Mm.
Because you know what it's like with his Star Wars and
Yeah,
stuff.
well,
so-
he's with Spielberg.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised it's had a remaster.
Yeah, but it's quite good.
E.T. the special editions.
I haven't seen that, but that's that,
Yeah.
So any
cool.
any others? Any good childhood?
I was going to say Star Wars,
Yes,
just because it's.
I think
You might not have seen it, but basically it's
I think most generations have grown up with a Star, whether it's been the prequels, the originals, or
Yeah.
what you're getting now.
Yeah.
That's probably one film which I'd watch like nearly every weekend.
What,
I'd
Star
always
Wars?
put Star Wars in all the time. You think how many times? Because like nowadays I can't really watch the originals, even though I love them.
Really?
But I think I've watched them so much.
Yeah.
that I
So when you say you watch it every weekend, what do you watch them? Like the new ones? Or?
Oh, I used to.
Oh,
when I was
right,
younger.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I used to always put a Star Wars film on at the weekends. But now I wouldn't.
Empire's the best. Yeah, would you agree? Are you not a Star Wars fan?
I'm not a massive fan.
That's
So I just
That's fine.
expose me to everyone. I'm gonna get the hate comments.
If any more hate, put down below.
It's all right, but there's so many of them,
Okay,
and
then.
I just never got into
Here's
it.
one to divide and make people really hate you.
Oh, here we go.
Right, so you have to watch the entire series of Star Wars or the entire run of Star Trek films. Which one would you
I
go
thought you
with?
was gonna say Trek as well. To be fair.
So Trek or Wars?
Oh, Wars.
Wars, definitely.
Yeah.
Are you a
Although I
Star-
have seen
what about
Star
you?
Trek First Contact, and I really like that.
Yeah, I was never a fan of Star Trek.
No.
I did see First
Sorry,
Contact.
Trekkies, but
I did
My
see
dad and
First
my
Contact
brother
though, and it was
big
good.
into Star Trek.
yeah, it's like I've watched some of these Star Trek on TV. I know we're going a bit off topic now, but yeah, I can't say it like ever grabbed me as much as like Star Wars did.
But
to be
the
fair-
new ones are good.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
you know, Simon Pegg. And,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I have watched, you know, although I'm not a massive fan of Star Wars, I have watched episodes 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3. I haven't watched them all. I actually have. Just they're just not my favourites. But I
So-
have watched them, so I can comment. But I just
So what would you say is your favourite Star Wars then? Because you can't really comment because you.
I used to have
For
a
me,
poster
it's,
for
for
Phantom
me, it's
Menace.
Empire.
I used to have a poster of the Phantom Menace on the wall. There you go.
yeah, I would probably say the same. But
Yeah,
I think it's
Empire.
close with Jedi.
Jedi?
Return of Jedi, I think.
Yeah. Actually, another YouTuber, Kahanos Deloro, made a good
Yes.
point, and he said that when he watches Empire, he has to watch it with Jedi because he sees it as like a two-part film. It's like almost like part 1 and
Like
part
ads
2.
on, yeah.
And yeah, I agree with that. It's like you can watch the first one on its own, but there's
Yeah.
like Empire and Jedi.
I
They
find
are
the
like
first one too slow. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing, but yeah, if you watched it as many times as I have, you sort of waiting for stuff to happen. You're like,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
So when we watched around yours, it was on TV, and that one scene where he like is on the on the horse, but the effects are so bad.
Oh no, that's the
that,
new
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones,
Yeah,
yeah.
the some of the CGI and that's really.
It's like that.
That's it.
So,
yeah. But I also really loved away from Star Wars. For me, it was like Hook.
oh
It's
yeah,
like,
the Robin
just
Williams
like a
like
fantastic
take on the Peter Pan, thing,
Kind
wasn't
of
it? Like where he grows
story.
up.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep. And obviously
Yeah.
the children get kidnapped and
Watching that back now, I don't think it's really funny when the big fat guy turns into a ball and rolls.
yeah, and,
down.
and did they tell you how they did that like, to get the role?
Well, I'm guessing it wasn't him. It literally looks like a ball.
yeah, basically. And then it's like, yeah,
Painted
you
legs.
Rufio.
And did you ever see that reunion they had in memory of Robin Williams, where all the kids got back together now that they're
Like
older?
the Lost
Yeah, the Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
And like they kind of just celebrated the film's legacy, and obviously like the fact that Robin Williams isn't here anymore. And that it was really good actually. It was online. Yeah.
There's a film I was going to say about. You probably won't like it because it's a musical.
Alright.
Bugsy Malone.
I actually really like Bugsy Malone.
I've seen. It's been a while. But I have
It is
seen.
one that like it's one of the exceptions to the musicals.
That for me, that's classic.
Yeah,
Child.
it's a classic.
Again, I think it's because they were the same age as you, and you can imagine yourself being in that film.
Yeah.
It's like I love the way it's a gangster movie basically, but they've replaced all the
With
guns
marshmallows.
with splat guns in
Yeah.
it. Called them splat guns. Is that the right
Mm.
right term they use?
Splurge.
Splurge guns, is
Yeah.
it?
And even like when they got animation and real people combined, like you know Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh,
no,
that's
that'd be-
yeah. We framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, I remember seeing. I think I saw Roger Rabbit at the cinema.
Okay.
I can't remember if I saw it at cinema or not.
I just saw it.
I can
seen it
remember
just-
there was a massive hype
on
before
TV.
that film came out, and there's loads of stuff on TV about how they made it all. You know, like so they'd have like with the waiters, the penguins, they
Yeah.
had like trays on sticks, and they were walking around.
Oh right,
and
yeah.
put
Then they
cartoon on
animate
top.
over the top of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and, like,
class. Yeah.
When he was inside his coat, they had like these machines go like this inside his coat.
Oh right.
Awesome.
It was just really clever, and like when you went to see it, you're like, oh, how'd they do all that?
Yeah. And you realise. You think obviously when they're putting the animation afterwards, it's trying to get it, isn't it? Timing perfect, so that pretending it's there, and then
I'm
you.
really surprised they've never made a sequel to that.
Yeah, because I'm really surprised by that as well.
Yeah.
So
Because obviously, what's his name, still alive?
Oh, no,
Other
Tom
guy.
Hoskins.
he's not, is he?
Is he not alive?
Hoskins is dead, isn't he?
Ooh. Ooh.
He is
I
dead,
don't
isn't he?
know.
Yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
Oh.
No, I think. Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah,
No, he is.
Mario's
He is.
dead.
Mario.
Oh no!
I'm dead.
I'm as flat as a
how are they
pancake.
going to make a sequel to Super Mario Brothers?
Oh.
It's just going to have to be Luigi.
Luigi
It's
Bros.
Luigi.
Super Luigi Bros.
On my own. On my Todd. No, I said that. So I went like that. What did I go like that for? On my Todd.
So anyways,
Any more?
we're all looking at you, Dan.
Come on, Dan. Your
Come on,
turn.
Dan.
You're all looking at me.
Pull out the bag.
Squeeze one more out.
One that I really enjoyed when I was a kid. Tom and Jerry movie.
Oh, that we're going to end this episode.
Bye.